Hello guys, welcome back to Garage for Boys, our live watch along for England versus Croatia, England's opening game of the delayed Euro 2020. Before we get underway, obviously our thoughts go to Christian Eriksen after the terrible incident yesterday in the Denmark-Finland game. Yeah, please subscribe to Garage for Boys if you're new. Let us know your match thoughts, comments, etc. in the live chat. It'd be great to read those. So big game today. Obviously, I'm in group game against Croatia. So. Thanks for joining, lads. So, Dennis, we'll start with you, mate. Your thoughts on today's game?
Well, I'm a little bit perplexed by some of the choices on our lineup, but we feared this would happen when we did our preview. I don't think any of us imagined it would be this strange. But yeah, I'm for one, I'm looking forward to getting it going. Although I'm tweeting it's coming home, I am keeping my feet on the ground, and hopefully we can avenge 2018 today. So.
Exactly, Wiz.
Yeah, I think I'm perplexed as well. I really like Gareth Southgate. The only conclusion I can come to is that he deliberately is going to throw this game, so we get a better draw in the second round. And he's a genius above the level of which we can understand. So yeah. That's the only possibility I can see for this selection. He's got a Champions League winning left back and a sort of team of the season in the Premier League left back to choose from, and he picks, well, a guy who probably wouldn't be first choice at right back. I think it's, well, we'll see how that works out. I mean, it's not like we play against Messi and you could, sort of understand it maybe, or someone with a right foot, but it's very hard to understand. But, in Gareth we trust. It's coming home anyway, so I'm not that worried.
Yeah. We'll talk about the lineup shortly. So, Luke, your thoughts on the game, mate?
As far as the game, I think England will. I think England just will win due to the fact that Croatia's team, they've still got the old faces from their 2018 squads with some younger players coming through. But their key players like Perisic, Modric have got older, and I think the England team's obviously gone a lot younger. So I think we'll squeeze a comfortable. Well, we'll squeeze a 1-0 win out of it, I reckon.
Good stuff. Your thoughts, Ryan, mate?
Yeah, I sort of echo what the lads are saying, really. It's a bit of a weird lineup in a way today, but it could be, like you were saying, a tactical sort of mind game in a way. So fingers crossed, I think we'll just about do it today.
Yeah, no, well, speaking of the lineup, let's go through England's lineup. So looks like a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 that Southgate's playing. So John Pickford is expected in goal. Kyle Walker, John Stones, Tyrone Mings gets the slot ahead of Maguire, who's obviously injured, and as we mentioned, Trippier is at left back. Holding two of Phillips and Rice, Foden, Mount, Sterling, in behind the captain Harry Kane. And there's no Jadon Sancho and there's no Ben Chilwell on the bench, two goalkeepers, which is very random. So, where's your thoughts on the starting lineup?
Well, I assume that Chilwell's got a knock. I would assume that, but I really don't know. As we said, it seems strange, the choice of Trippier at left back. He's barely played there for Atletico, I think. Barely, like 2 games or something, I think. Is Mings the best choice at centre half? I know he's left-footed, and that seems to be there's an obsession about that now because someone did a Monday Night Football on it once. I'm not so sure that's the absolute, reason to pick someone. I don't have a massive problem with the front six. I can understand the reasoning behind that. But I did think he'd go 5 at the back or 3 at the back. It plays to England's strengths at full-back. But I'm quite glad to see Phillips get him because I think he's a much better player than people realise. Does a hell of a lot for Leeds. Really good deep passer of the ball. Fantastic defensive output. So, yeah, I'm still ludicrously kind of optimistic. I still think we could hammer them. But I worry about the defence. By far the weakest part of the team.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I think obviously we spoke about the lineup, and it always goes around on Twitter, the England lineups, and even our own clubs like West Ham. Me and Dennis, West Ham fans, for example, when there's always meltdowns about lineups and stuff. But it's about what happens when the game takes place. And as I mentioned in our preview the other day, that Southgate's got to have the balls to change things at half time or at the start of the second half. If we're not creating any chances, and you look at our bench, it's ridiculous how strong it is. So he's got to change it around if we're not creating those attempts on goal. So Luke, your thoughts on the starting 11, mate?
Well, again, as Emma said, the Trippier is a weird one, but again, it happens. And Ming starting is also a weird one. It's just bizarre. My only issue with the front three they're playing behind Kane is that obviously we know Kane likes to drop deep and start doing a bit more of the playmaking nowadays. The only problem is with the three people behind him, Kane doesn't need to drop, so Kane just needs to stay forward really and just let the three people behind him just do the magic. Otherwise, every time you get the ball in the box, if Kane keeps dropping deep, no one's going to be in there really.
Yeah, very good point, mate. Thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, I sort of agree. I think it's defensively, it seems quite weak at the moment. Trippier's a bit of an odd one. I think they would have benefited having playing three at the back, and also I'm shocked that they've not started with Rashford. I think it would have made a bit of a difference, really, starting it that way. That's just my opinion, just to sort of give it more of a creative play. But on the whole, I think we can just about do enough today to, secure a win. But I don't think it's going to be an easy win. I don't think it's going to be a thrashing today.
No, without a doubt. Thoughts, Dennis?
Thoughts. Well, again, I think. To sort of caveat Luke's point is that it's Kane for Spurs and Kane for England is two very different animals. Like against Colombia in the 2018 World Cup, he put in an absolute A star performance in hold up play. It's not going to be that kind of game today. We're going to need, we're probably going to need a couple of goals to be safe. This is why I was thinking two up top with Rashford and Kane together. So if Kane does drop deep, at least you got another person up there. I can't really see Foden and Sterling cutting in the way they need to, like Son and insert other name Spurs will do for him. I can't see them get offering him the same sort of forward runs while he drops deep. So again, it really depends what Harry Kane turns up. I mean, as much as he's he scores a lot of goals in big games and things like that, he does cost his team. I mean, could be argued he cost them the Champions League final in 2019 by starting when he wasn't fit. We had a similar thing in the Europa League against Holland where he had an absolute shocker not long after that. And in the semi-final against Croatia, he didn't look up and pass to Sterling. Could have been 2-0, could have been things. So, as much as people rave about Harry Kane's goal-scoring abilities, we need him to really think today, really use his brain when if he's playing up top on his own, and not drop too deep, but at the same time maybe look up and pass to someone every once in a while. So,
that's so you mean, Dennis. So, but my thoughts on the lineup, I think, me and you, Dennis, and Mark and JP, none of us picked Mings to start. None of us Trippier to start at left back in particular. I don't think any of us picked Phillips as well, but I mean, I don't mind Phillips playing. I think probably why Southgate is playing Phillips because the way that Modric and Rakitic absolutely ruined England towards the end of the semi-final at the World Cup. So I mean, Phillips keeps the ball really well, as you say, Wiz. So that's probably why he's playing. I think Trippier has played there for England. I think in some of the friendlies and maybe a couple of Nations League games this season, I believe. So, but that was a weird one because I think Shaw and Chill weren't in the squad at that time. I think he was the only. That's why he played left back then. But we've got those two in the squad, so I don't know why he's playing. Mings, I think the only reason he's playing is because he's left-footed. I've been in mediocre form for Aston Villa. Start of the season okay, but held off towards the end. So, but I think as you boys have said, defence is a weak area for England. It's not like back in the early 2000s where we could leave out the likes of Ledley King, Jonathan Woodgate, Jamie Carragher. It's a weak area. It has been for a while actually for England centre backs in particular. So you go back to the Euros 2016. I think we had Chris Smalling and Gary Cahill as our centre backs. Yeah. So do you know what I mean? It's not really improved much since then. But hopefully John Stones has been obviously rejuvenated for Man City, but he's still got a mistake in him. So him and Mings have got to be on top form, especially with Croatia's forward line. Rebic and Perisic, who obviously we know, and then in midfielders of Modric and Kovacic, who you Wiz in particular will know being a Chelsea fan. So they've got plenty of threats, Croatia, haven't they? So it's a game for us.
Yeah,
really good technicians.
They got Rebic starting for them, isn't he? And he caused us a lot of bother in the semi-final a couple of years ago and in the Nations League in 2019.
It's weird with him. Sorry, Dennis. It's weird with Rebic because obviously he scores plenty of goals at club level for Croatia. I think he's only scored 3 goals.
Yeah, it's more his overall play that causes problems. But yeah, it is bizarre. You have players like that. Your other players, they're absolutely prolific at international level. Yet barely score for their club. What's it called? Ebolo for Switzerland has a terrible scoring record for his club, but for Switzerland, he's their main man. Scored yesterday. So sometimes it can be the other way around.
Yeah, and Danny Welbeck and Peter Crouch for England as well.
Oh, Kenny, if you were mates watching, know that when we back in the day, going back about 8 years, I used to literally slate Welbeck so much when he played for us under Hodgson, and they would just score. But he'd score while falling over or something. I'd be like, yeah, all he does is like Bambi on ice. He'd just fall over constantly, yet he'd still score. So,
cheers, Sammy. Hopefully, it'll be a good one. Yeah, we scored with that shirt, mate, that you've got, and he scored against Sweden, wasn't it, in 2012, Euro 2012?
Yeah, back heel. Yeah. I remember it more for Andy Carroll's tower and header. I had long hair at the time, so one of my housemates made me put it in a little ponytail man bun thing for the game. So I was Andy Carroll at the game. We're watching it.
Have you got a picture? I'd like to see that.
No, there are photos of it. There are photos.
David Seaman.
Yeah, there are photos. There are photos.
No chance.
Yeah. Go for the Steve Stone look, Ryan.
Why not?
I was thinking more Danny Mills, but
Danny Mills. What a shout that is!
Danny Mills against Brazil. What like literally complete fish out of water.
Oh yeah, well, it was only there because Gary Neville broke his metatarsal. So we've got about 9 minutes to kick off, lads. So let's go through our score predictions. So Ryan, do you want to go first, mate?
I'm going to say 2-1 England.
Like it, Luke.
I think it'll be 1-0 England. Croatia will cause us problems, but I don't think they'll score. I think we'll just about keep them at bay.
Well, hopefully that's true, mate. Wiz.
3-0 England, Mason Mount hat-trick.
Someone supports Chelsea.
I to represent.
Oh, Dennis.
1-1.
Oh, I like it. Start of Euro '96 against Switzerland. I'm gonna go with you, Ryan. I'm gonna say England 2-1. I think our record against Croatia since the World Cup's been decent. We drew 0-0 in Croatia in the Nations League, and we beat them in the last minute. I think Harry Kane scored to get to the Nations League finals. So I think it's just to carry on and get another win. So in terms of obviously the lineup we've all talked about, I mean, is it one of them where do you think Southgate's playing? They're preparing. It's probably the hardest game in the group. Is that probably a reason why he's been a bit pragmatic in this lineup?
Nah, hardest game in the group is against Czech because Souček's going to be massive this tournament. But yeah, Vinicius, it is. And to be fair, although you jokingly said he's trying to throw this game so we don't get stuff, but honestly, finishing runner-up might actually be more beneficial in this group.
Yeah,
as sad as that sounds, if we win this group, we potentially could place France, Germany. He's going to be one of France, Germany, or Portugal, because we all know that Hungary's winning Group H. So, don't worry so much about that. But all that means is it increases the chances of us playing a tougher team. So,
but then the argument to that is if France are going to get to the final or semi-final, we're going to beat them at some point anyway. If we're going to beat the other team, so you got to face them at some point, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about time that we actually beat a big side in World Cups and European Championships. We've beaten the likes of Denmark over the years and Sweden and Colombia, obviously in the World Cup. But when's the last time we beat a top side like obviously Brazil and Portugal twice and Italy? Do you know what I mean?
They weren't a top side then, but we did beat Spain in '96. There were no slouches then, but
yeah. But how long ago was that, Dennis? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They did.
Even before, if you want to go even before then, mate, Italia '90, we beat Belgium and Cameroon. We haven't really beaten a top team since. Well, okay, Argentina 2002, but that Argentine team were poor.
And that was the group stage as well.
That was a group stage. I know that. And winning a big knockout game, probably '66 was the last time we won a big knockout game.
Probably, yeah. Obviously, the final being West Germany and all that.
Yeah, and we had Lino's help for that as well. So
Yeah.
Well, I just hope we're not sort of hedging on players becoming fit, because I personally think Henderson shouldn't be considered for this tournament at all.
Yeah, Henderson should have gone out, should have stayed home.
I think it's a big mistake. I would pick Phillips ahead of him anyway. I know that's not probably a popular opinion, but I would pick Phillips ahead of him anyway with the season he's had. And the only thing, having my Chelsea hat on or taking it off for a second, Kovacic, he's brilliant running through. He's a brilliant press resistant sort of runner through midfield. But he when he turns his back, he's not, it's a bit like, I wouldn't say he's as bad as Granit Xhaka, but he doesn't sense danger. So if you sort of creep up behind Kovacic, you can nip the ball.
I disagree with that.
That's all right. He's going the right
way. I just wonder, I don't know, in the heat, I don't know if maybe it works in Croatia's favour, because I think they'll keep the ball and they're technically good. At the same time, we could run all over that midfield. And I think Sterling, Foden are in teams who know how to press. Mount now is in a team with a manager who knows how to press. Declan Rice is, if anything, underrated, because
Thank you. You're welcome.
He is a proper player. And Phillips, and we've got Bellingham off the bench, incredible options off the bench. So I wonder if we might just be able to run just through endeavour, kind of Leeds United them, and just run all over them. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I think whoever's obviously got Phillips, Rice, and Mount, and whoever's dropping in, they need to get onto Rodgers. Obviously, Rakitic is retired from international, so we don't have to worry about him today. But Modric, he's obviously 34, 35, but still an incredible player. So we need to stop him dictating play. And obviously, don't forget, lads, it's at Wembley. We've got English fans, so they're working out.
One thing I want to say very quickly is it's bizarre seeing Jordan Pickford with hair. He looks like that kid at school that picks on the year 7s at the bus stop when he has hair. I don't know why. He just looks like
such an American film, Dennis.
That's what he looks like.
No, you're right.
Since he's grown his hair, he's actually cut out the mistakes. He's improved a fair bit.
And the other thing I want to bring Luke and Luke. So there's been a lot of talk about Jordan Henderson on our group chat, hasn't there? Yes, been some very deluded opinions about Henderson might be, and I quote, player of the tournament if fit. And why else wouldn't he have won PFA player, whatever it was he won when they won the league, if he was that bad? And he's twice the player of Declan Rice, according to, the same man that claims every goal against Liverpool is offside. Right. And on that bombshell, I'm going to get a beer before the anthem. So
can I just defend Jordan Henderson on one thing? He's a better centre-back than Tyrone Mings.
Henderson has a lot of So you go on.
I think there's not a big sample size, but him and Fabinho covering for Liverpool were pretty good this year. Well out of position. So I don't know. If we were starting Henderson, I'd feel more comfortable. Maybe I'm mad, but I don't know.
I don't know, but look, he's got a lot of merits, and I think he's a good captain for Liverpool. I just don't think he's anywhere near in the same class as footballer as Declan Rice.
Right, grab that beer, Dennis. It's going to kick off.
Racing.
So they're just going through the lineups on BBC. They've done the national anthem. So it's exciting. Obviously, it's the first time for a while from memory that we've had such a tough game in the opening group game. I'm struggling to think of one where maybe France Euro 2004.
Was Germany the first game in Euro 2000?
No, that was the second one.
Was it?
Well, Portugal, that was equally as difficult. Where we lost 3-2 after being 2-0 up.
98.
Be a tough test for England. It'd be a brilliant start if we can get a win today. But I think I was reading the other day that we haven't won our opening game in the European Championships ever.
Really?
I don't think we have ever, not once.
Time to break the record today, then.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Now we were showed obviously beating Tunisia in the opening game of the World Cup, how much of a difference that made for the rest of the group. So obviously a much tougher game. Today Croatia to Tunisia, but. We'll see how it goes. So we're about to get underway. Phil Foden with his Gaza-esque hairstyle.
Oh, if not enough people wanted him in the team already, I think that just pushed him over the edge.
Yeah.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
All right, come on,
There
England.
we go, lads.
And I tell you, when I look at our attacking talent, I'm glad I'm not Croatian. I'm glad. That's the way to look at it, really. They've got to find a way to stop Foden, Sterling, Harry Kane, who is, for his weaknesses, he can't press at all. But for his weaknesses, I don't know whether I'd have another number 9, unless Messi you play there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the lads only name about the underway.
Some of us are on the eye players who will be a little bit behind.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go.
Doing the coin toss at the minute.
All right, come on, England. Let's do it.
Come on.
Oh, there's our potential new centre back, Kaltakar, playing for them.
There's Modric with an early touch.
I think the lad at left back is very young. I read something about him.
What, Vardiel?
He's the little they call him the little Guardiola delay or something. That guy, is that him? I think that's him, and he's very young.
Well, Mings putting a good challenge there. So no, great decision by Southgate to start him. He says sarcastically.
Still haven't kicked off on the eye player.
No, they've kicked off on the eye player.
Refreshing, mate.
Yeah, it must be the one we score and you're like, haven't even kicked off yet.
And John Stones has had a touch and managed to not give it to the opposition, so I'm happy.
Now, Dennis is watching the one from the World Cup.
No. Euro 2004.
Euro 2000. Yeah. Well, yeah, wearing this Rooney shirt. Yeah, 2004.
Well, it's started off to quite a fast pace, really, isn't it?
Yeah, here's Walker.
Yeah.
Here's Foden on the right, and he's lost it there.
Phillips has gone forward there.
Walker's done well there.
Well, it has started at a good pace. I wondered about this tournament, but few games have been played at a good pace. The game that was sadly sort of marred yesterday was a brilliant first half.
Apart from yesterday, obviously the unique circumstances, the tempo has been decent from all the games. So it's a unique season for everyone around Europe, obviously with COVID and stuff. But no, it's been good to see. You never know where the early starts of tournaments, but no, it's been pretty good to see. What I say. Thanks, Russ. Good head on that. Good head on that point. Then let's have a look, Dennis.
It's gone now, but
it
was like that. It fizzed up quite a bit. Wait, here we are.
Look at the size of that can, Christ.
It's a pint can.
Oh, was it really? Love it.
For the sake of like 20 pence, I could have got a 4-pack of normal or 4-pack of pint ones. I was like, they're on offer. I'll get those.
Really intense start. It's really good.
What legit question? What minute are you guys on?
2 minutes 50.
Oh, okay, I'm about 1.5 minutes behind you. So
I'm on
the iPlayer. I've already clicked refresh. This is where it is. It is where it is.
Fair. You'll be the Gary Neville, just analyse when the goal's in.
We tend to call this the Charles position. On, the Charles position on the West Ham way.
Well, me and him were at the same time for the Southampton one.
Yeah, because he was watching it live on. You were both watching it live on TV when it's not on a channel he's got.
Well done, Sterling. It's 1 down. I was lost it. Oh, come on! Don't lose it there in midfield. It's Modric. Tackle him then.
They're just running back, aren't they?
They've got on the left for Croatia.
Keep it too easy.
Go back in the show. He's Modric.
Yeah.
It's Perisic on the left.
That looked good.
Oh, he's got Walker in the head spin. Oh, he's Modric. I'll tackle him then. Oh, it's a free kick. Free kick. Luckily. They've shown initially how good they keep the ball. I would say. Is it the pass at the ref there? So they've had to stop play there. And that means that Croatia still keep the ball, I would assume. Yeah, ref's got it in his hand. Yeah, I like that rule, actually. That was ridiculous when it hit the refs and then the team won't keep possession. But that's one rule I actually don't mind. Crossfield ball. Oh, well, it's gone out of play. That was lucky. Trying to find the fullback. I'm not going to attempt to say because I will absolutely butcher it. But is our left back for today, Trippier. I don't think I'd say those words today, but so be it. Throws it forward. That's a good throw though. Is Sterling Foden?
Oh, go on, Phil.
Shoot! Oh, it's at the post. Oh, what a great effort! All come from Trippier's throw-in. Sterling found Foden.
Always rated Trippier, aren't we?
He should be in just his throws alone. I was thinking, the space opened up, and then great shot by Foden. You know he's going to cut inside, and it's going to go in, but no, just off the post. Yeah, really good start to this game, great tempo, and England with the first big chance. And you'll see it in about 3 hours, Dennis. It's worth the wait, honestly, Dennis. And the cutting and shot.
I mean, look, I may be a little bit behind, but have you got a retweet off of Jimmy Walker? No, I have.
Oh, Walker, what are you doing? You double. Oh, we got away with it. I think it was.
Get Reece James walking up.
It was Phillips who got back.
Reece James is my starting right back, mate. Don't worry.
I'm surprised.
He's been incredible. He has been.
Trippier plays it forward.
Yes.
The one.
And that
goes out of play.
I know a lot of people get funny about Sterling, but he actually in the Champions League final did cause us problems. Reece James was good, and he is quick. He's quick and really difficult to handle one-on-one. So I do understand it.
Oh, just seen the shot from Foden again. Did everything right inside.
I just saw that pass on Walker. What is Walker on?
Oh, that terrible ball. Got away with it. The keeper was nowhere near. Oh my God, he let that salmon. Nowhere near it. Go on, Ryan. You're going to say something?
I was going to say, it might not be a popular opinion, but great player, Sterling. But I've never really rated him for England.
No, he's got. Because I think at the World Cup he only had like 2 goals for England, which is a player of his talent was ridiculous. But at Nations League, when we got to the finals, that was the making of him in English. If he scored in that game against Spain when we won 3-2, I think it was. So, but no, he's not been in the greatest form for cities, but he's got up to a good 7 minutes so far. Here's Mount, who's had a great season for Chelsea.
Yeah, he's got Vida on toast there.
Holds the ball. It is Sterling, who we've just been talking about. Oh, he's done well there. He's Mount. Good ball in. Kane.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's a penalty. He's not near the ball, ref.
I think it's quality for England, Sterling.
Fantastic tackle by Kalata, is it? Number 5 for.
He's one of the 3 centre backs we're apparently looking at closely.
How many installments are you paying them in?
Well, what we'll do is we'll bid 4 million and say we tried. That's it. Like it literally is that meme I made, Luke. Sometimes the bids will be false.
I think it was Sterling. Could he have shot left-footed there? I think he tried to cut back on his right there, but he's forced the corner anyway. Mount's going to take it.
I've just had I'm having replays of the Foden chance.
Stone's back post though. Well headed away.
Was it not
save? Oh, who's that on the volley? Phillips, was it?
Back like that, yeah.
Phillips with the volley.
This Croatian keeper comes very highly rated, by the way. He's very good on Football Manager.
That's all you need to know. But yeah, it was a great effort by Phillips. He hit it well. The only thing was straight at the keeper, but really good effort from that far out, just outside the box. So now, bright start by England. Very good to see.
I'm touching the corner.
We'll see it in a minute. England keeping the ball well there in this opening 9 minutes or so. Is Walker. Plays Foden. Good tempo to England so far. Foden back to Stones, I think it is. Don't lose it there. Just kept hold of it well. Is Walker. Back to his Man City teammate, Stones. It's Foden. Or tries to find Walker. Good effort, but well blocked. England with the throw-in.
Two things tactically, because I'm a total loser, I'm boring. It's really fluid. So you see Sterling's popping up everywhere.
Ball comes in. Oh, well headed away. And still got out. Great touch by Phillips. I tell you what, that shot wasn't as straight at the keeper as I thought. I think it went. I don't know if it took a deflection, but it went through a defender's legs, which made the save even better.
Yeah, Walker's played on the inside of Stones a couple of times, and Phillips seems to be the one going further forward rather than Rice, which surprises me because I would say he's a more limited player than Rice. But yeah, we look great. And it's us who's actually dominated possession. I think, yeah.
We've been all over. Like I said, I've just had the Phillips chance. We're still pressing them. We're all over them, and even Tyrone Mings has managed a successful pass. I mean, come on, boys, what were you complaining about?
That's been a bright start, I have to say. Just showing the volley from Phillips again. Went for the legs of Altakar, who we mentioned earlier. Hit it very well, first time volley.
Went through quite a few people. That's a very hard thing to see. When the ball's traveling through so many people, it's quite hard to keep track of where the ball is. So
on the first instance, it didn't look like there was players in the way, but on the reverse angle, it was a better save than I thought initially. Pickford plays
extremely direct. Oh,
good touch by Kane on the right. Mount's free. Just in front of him. Just in front of him. They've still got it though. Is it Sterling? Is Mount? Sterling. I'll just lose it there. And that's very, good interchange, and that's the thing about this England squad in general, not just the 11, the squad. It's players can play in a number of positions, very fluid. So it's good to see.
It's so exciting to see these young English players. I think. I mean, I know we're 10 minutes in, but it is brilliant. I think years ago, Capello privately apparently said he didn't think England were good enough technically, and then he had to come out and pretend we were. But there you see the likes of people like Foden. I mean, Sancho can't get in the team. Mason Mount, incredible. It's really fantastic to see. And the age of the profile of the players is brilliant.
Yeah, it's certainly a progression now, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Trippier takes the throw. Foden gets it.
Go on.
Ball by Trippier. All
just too much.
And Croatia should clear it from here, but Kane's pressing well from the front. And Foden as well. At the moment, we've got a bit too much for Croatia, I've got to say.
Our energy and our pressing looks brilliant. I mean, you've got to be good to hassle Modric, Kovacic, Brozovic, these type of players.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And Croatia got in midfield now. There's Modric, the skipper, next to his number 11. He's got a lot of time. Brozovic. He's
a proper player.
No, it goes back to the old adage: you got to score when you're on top. So that's the only thing from England's opening 13 minutes. Been excellent, I've got to say. Oh, great touch by Stones. Excellent. Had to make that one. Is Trippier just waiting for support? Mings finds Stones. Waiting for an opening. When Mings goes direct. I don't mind that though. Obviously, that didn't lead to anything, but it's nice to mix it up a little bit every now and then. And we've got the ball, so is Sterling.
Well, their management will be going mad about second balls here because England are winning all of them.
Yeah, no, 100%. Mings has got it. Mount, Sterling, they're combining well so far, those two in particular. Here's Rice. Stones has got it.
The Cockney Franz Beckenbauer, Declan Rice.
Yeah, definitely. Mings plays it forward. And Croatia Guy back looks like keeps going to play it forward. Yeah, he does. Should be an England ball. I don't know what the possession. Let's have a look at the possession quickly before BBC bring it up. Must be absolutely dominated. I see a 69%. Yeah, that's not so good. That's not great at all. But Croatia have shown when they got into England's third how well they can keep it. So there's something we've got to be aware of.
Well, stopping it at source has been the plan, and it's worked very well so far.
Yeah, 100%. His Rice plays it short to Mount, I think it is, yeah. Oh, Dennis has gone.
Maybe he's had his first beer already. needs another one.
Sterling plays the board. Go on, Mount. Oh, just didn't bounce. Still got it though. Phillips. Mount. Ah, well played. Coming on his Chelsea form here. Sterling.
Yeah, he's a beautiful player.
Mount, get it in the box. Or just turns, waits for support. Gets it in deflection. Oh, good defending. Oh, still got it though.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, sorry, just dropped out for a second there.
That's about.
Yeah, we got free kick, lads, about 30, 35 yards out.
Come on in, Trippier, earn your money, mate.
Yeah, Ben has gone to slip his beer off. Well played, Russ. Oh, it's a comfortable foul on Phillips by who's number 8? Kovacic.
Oof.
Is it probably a bit too far to have a shot and goal from here? But you never know.
Give it Mount. Give it Mason Mount. Come on.
It looks like Trippier's over it as well.
Surely got
to be a dink into the box, but you never know. Give the keeper something to think about.
You would think from this distance out, given what happened the last time we played Croatia, well, in a major championship, this is the time you wouldn't shoot. But
yeah,
there we go.
Offside. Kane's offside, I think. So
normally when we do Chelsea games, Wesley, I don't think I've sworn once, but I've had to stop myself twice. When it's England,
you can swear if you want. It's an adult show. You can swear if you want.
Oh, all right. I'll try not to, but
no, you can do. It's not a kids show. Anyway, a bit of respite there for Croatia. Kane was just offside. Don't need a VAR for that one. Yeah, good to see, lads. Obviously, it's one thing keeping the ball, but you've got to create chances, and we've done that so far. Much better. The better of things. It's good to see.
Mm. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fear because of the selection at the beginning of the game, but we forget we do have these elite talents, certainly in the attacking build-up, attacking phase. And they've proved to be really good. Super impressed by our pressing and our determination around second balls. And I think actually the one player who's been quiet is Harry Kane, but he only needs a chance. He's a killer. He's a better fit. He's a much better.
Here's Foden.
Oh, go on.
No, Kovacic done well there. Very well.
Oh, it's a brilliant tackle. Oh,
yeah.
Oh!
That's a free kick.
I thought that was good. Bloody hell.
Just seeing it, yeah. Is it a foul?
Oh, yeah.
Clear foul by Phillips. Got his own back on Kovacic. I think Kovacic fouled him about a minute or two before. No, I think Phillips justifying his selection so far.
He's a good player.
I think he's played well for England actually as well when he I'd say. Oh,
go on.
We've won it again up the pitch. Here's Mount.
Go on, Mason.
To the left.
Oh, well played. Here's Trippier, cuts inside.
Oh.
I think Modric just got a slight touch. Still got it though, England. Trippier, Mount. Slow down a little bit, but still got it though. Rice. Stones. Every player apart from Mings is in Croatia's half. Well played. Don't lose it there. Yeah, he's Mount. Walker, Stones, don't lose it there. Well done, lads.
Yeah, really good.
I've just noticed Southgate's not wearing a waistcoat.
Yeah,
No, he said he wasn't going to before the tournament, so
his powers have left him.
good ball forward is Kane. Well played. Get in the box, Harry. Don't
Good.
stay there. Oh, good boy.
This is-
Just holds it up.
Oh, magic again from Mason.
Brilliant ball again by Mason, man. How many times has he found Sterling already? In this
It's absolute magic.
Walker crosses it. Well cleared. Well cleared. Not for the first time by Kautakar. Great clearance. But again, Sterling, that's twice now. He's got some really good positions. I think he's got to have more faith in his left foot, lads. That's twice where he could have shot left-footed.
Yeah.
It was good dink to the back, but could have got a shot away before him. But bright start by England's front players.
Oh, yeah.
And then the team in general, we've got to say.
Yeah, he should have got a shot for his left foot there. I mean, you're a professional footballer. If you can't use both feet,
No, surprisingly, not a lot do, mate. We're just keeping the ball at the back, waiting for an opening. Back to Pickford in goal. Obviously, a bit of a shock for his club, Everton, obviously, with Carlo Ancelotti leaving.
Yeah.
that was a strange one.
Is it going to be Nuno Espirito Santo? That's what I heard. But...
Well, there was talk of him going to Palace of all places.
Well, that would be a massive coup.
That'd be a strange one. I think Everton's probably a sideways step. Palace, I mean, you'd be fighting for relegation.
Yeah, he's got no players there. That team's in trouble.
Also heard Lampard was in the frame as well.
Well,
I think that wouldn't be a bad move for him. I think to rebuild, kind of, I think, bit maligned, but it's completely the opposite way he plays. He hasn't got the players to play the way he played at Chelsea.
Well, that's the thing. Are Palace going to change what they've been successful with, like Allardyce, Hodgson, Tony Pulis, or they're going to try something different? But they tried that with De Boer, and obviously he lasted 4 games. So what are they going to do?
Ridiculous.
I mean, I also heard that Everton wants Steven Gerrard. I mean, that was just.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was that ain't going to happen anytime.
I fear if we're talking in 3 years' time about Palace, they'll be in League One. I'm really worried for them because I think they've let that squad age out. They've got no Eze for a year for a freak injury by the sound of it. So terrible.
Yeah, and plenty of players out of contracts as well.
Yeah.
Well, is Croatia with a bit of possession for the first time in a while? Oh,
that looks like a dive.
Yeah, no foul given.
Looking ref.
Trippier clears it forward. No, certainly quarter's been very good, lads, I've got to say. I wasn't expecting it to be such an open game from England's point of view, but no, I've got no complaints really, apart from obviously goal.
Again, I'm so impressed by the pressing, and actually, for whatever reason, Sterling, I think he was tackling out on the right where that guy fell over. He didn't get off for the press, and then they played through us. So it shows how well organised England have actually been.
Yeah, definitely. We've got it back. Here's Kane. Odin was in then if he just won it, but Croatia got a toe onto it.
I think their left-hand side of defence looks the weaker side, I would say. I reckon that you could see a mistake there or, quick interplay and we'll be through there, I reckon. That's my prediction.
Well, but we've had a lot of success down this left-hand side, though.
Up to the point of,
with Mount, and obviously a couple of times Sterling's got in behind, so... I think the flanks is where we've got to attack, I'd say.
Yeah.
Ball comes in. Oh, good cross. Well headed by Mings.
Good.
In the John Terry position at the near post. He had to win that one. He did so. But no, a bit of Croatia possession. Brozovic has it. Back with the defence. Brozovic again. There's Kovacic with the ball now. Plays it out wide. Cross comes in. Oh, Christ. Where's that gone to? Out of play for a goal kick. Jesus. That was not the best from number 25. Garvador, I think is how you pronounce it. Just showing that Foden chance early on, lads. Does everything right.
Yes.
Brilliant effort. Just not quite enough curl in it, but great effort. Did everything right. And that would have been the perfect start for him if that one went in. Pickford takes a goal kick.
That cross was awful.
No, it was terrible, wasn't it? It was his right foot that he crossed it with. Absolutely shanked Lampard, wasn't it?
Yeah, he should not use that foot ever again.
Is Sterling lets it bounce? Oh. Right idea, but no, easily wide. But again, the quick thinking from the throwing Trippers took a couple of those already. Yeah, right idea, by Sterling. Lets the ball bounce. Thought he'd hit it. No, nothing else on. Don't mind that. Just went wide. Nice to see some Croatia fans actually there today as well. I didn't think there'd be any in this at Wembley at all, but there's a few there. Obviously, they've got happy memories of Wembley when they beat England 3-2 famously. Steve Carroll's last game. You know, Wally was the brolly and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That was very hard to watch.
That's painful, yeah. And that was just Scott Carson's mistake.
Yeah.
Could have been in the starting lineup anyway, but Steve McLaren, what do you expect?
I think he was okay, but made some terrible mistakes, and they all cost him.
Ball comes in.
Oh,
Shank wide. Perisic.
Yeah, Perisic.
He's usually a lot better than that in front of goal.
Yeah.
Best real shot Croatia have had. The fullback goes forward. Good cross in. Not dealt with though. Oh, Mings lets it bounce. What are you doing? You got to attack those ones. He lets it go. And then Perisic. You expect better. It's a hard chance, but still, expect better from him. Someone of his quality. So warning signs there for England. And that was absolutely out of nothing. Just a hopeless ball not dealt with, and then Perisic at the back post. That's a swivel and get on target, but shanks it wide. Pickford takes a goal kick, tries to find Sterling. They're starting to win those second balls now, Croatia.
Yeah. Our intensity's dropped a little bit. Maybe it's the heat.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. It's hard to keep that out for a full 90. But then again, that's why you got, obviously, subs on the bench to come on in the second half.
That's it, yeah.
Plus, you got
deeper.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good ball forward. There's the left back. What's his cross going to be like this time? Oh, it doesn't cross it this time. Here's Modric. Get closer to him, lads. Great ball to the right. Gets it back. Oh, good ball forward. Cross comes in. Oh, back post. Oh. They're starting to get a foothold in it, Croatia.
Yeah.
We're certainly slowing down a little bit now. We've got to stay on our own A game.
Problem is, we've got nothing to show for the first quarter of the game when we've been really all over them.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's an old classic in football, but you got to score when you're on top.
Yeah, it can come back to bite you, can't it? If you don't.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But thanks, Sam. Grealish for Sterling. Well, I think Sterling's played well so far, but I think Grealish should come on at some point if things stay the same.
Yeah,
I think Grealish has improved defensively, and he's not, and he's quick. I think he's pretty quick, but he's not express, and I think and Southgate with his kind of loyalty, etc. I think they're probably the reason he didn't start.
I mean, he's a diving prick, but he could make a difference. You know, you need. He's a sort of he strikes me as a big tournament player. So
Well, he also used Ireland as his audition for England, but you know, we won't talk about that.
That's a shout. Yeah, I forgot about that. Mings does well to.
He's in good company with Declan Rice. Then
I was going to say that, but I didn't want to upset. You know, I know you have a lot of love for Rice, so I didn't want to upset you.
Don't die for England, just Villa.
He's still got. He can't play. I think legally he's not allowed to play against the Czech Republic because it means that he invokes his restraining order that he has out against Soufal.
Oh,
It's the memes of like Grealish gets in his car in his rear view mirror. He sees Soufal in the back seat. There's that picture of him just giving him the 1,000-mile stare at a throw-in.
Yeah, there's one of Grealish in like a pair of shorts or whatever, and he's got like Soufal's face like right in like one of the pockets.
I think it was the other way around. I think it was Soufal in shorts with Grealish in his pocket. Yeah. Oh no, I'm going to be working during the Scotland game. Whatever will I do?
Cross comes in. I'll clear it. Oh, well done, Mings.
Well done, Mings.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be saying that today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shut him down, lads.
yeah, this is Kovacic. This is what he's good at.
It's starting to get turned the screw a little bit, Croatia here. Ball comes in.
Oh, good.
That's does well to clear it.
Yeah. They're having to drop a little bit deep. They're taking a bit more control now.
Yeah, they're pushing higher up the pitch, and it's their turn to have a bit of possession. And Modric does well there. Also rich in midfield. No one's near him. Come on, boys. And those spaces that we didn't allow Croatia starting to open up a bit more now, aren't they?
Yeah. It's time.
Stone's done well there. Clear it, boys. Pickford as well to clear that one up the pitch. And momentum's switched from the opening sort of 20 minutes, you'd say. I think Croatia have dominated the last 10, you'd say.
I think it's gone the way everyone sort of talked about a little bit. It's been a half of two halves so far. Our energy, youth, technical ability up front has kind of dominated early on, and now their experience, their technical ability, their quality in midfield, keeping the ball being able to pass through lines. We're seeing a bit more of that now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they watched us for the first 20 just to see what we'd do, and obviously they sat there, thought about it, go, okay, this is how we're going to get around them completely because, you know, they've got the more experience. So they're just playing around us and we're basically chasing shadows at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's going to be that type of game. I think both teams are evenly matched. I don't think that one is better than the other. I think in terms of quality, I think about the same. So, and I think this is the type of game it's going to be a seesaw from one end to the other.
And that was probably their tactic anyway, England, to try and get a quick goal. That's why it was so fast-paced, but just haven't been able to execute it, have they?
Yeah, exactly. No, I think the game plan was perfect, but apart from getting that goal. There's still time. He's Foden.
Oh,
great.
it's a beautiful touch.
This is better. He's Walker.
Oh, Walker.
Come on, Walker. He's better than that,
He's
mate.
poor.
A couple
Jesus
of
Christ.
away so far.
Is he better than that, though?
Well, the amount of times that City keep the ball, it doesn't really give it away that much. So
it's easier there, I think. I don't know. Yeah.
No, it's a shame we had a chance to get it in the box there, but the Croatian goal kick in the end. There's Modric driving forward. Can't get near him now. First 20 minutes, we were all over him. He's dictating the plays. And Walker does well. Keep it out. Yeah, well done. Redeemed himself a little bit there, Walker.
Great touch by Foden.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
fantastic.
Didn't need to anything further.
Beautiful.
I'm still on the fence about the air, but you know.
Well, I vividly remember Gaza in '96, so as soon as I saw it, I loved it. But showing my age.
I thought he was doing a David Batty in '98, but
David Patty.
the big one, the big Batmeister.
What a throwback.
sadly, will forever be remembered by me for missing that penalty.
Yeah.
He had never taken a penalty before in his life. He just felt like taking one.
Yeah, I think it's the wrong time to feel like it, but you know.
Hmm.
I think, you know, those are the situations where, you know, a lot of people will sit around the shower and be like, no, I don't want to take a penalty. You don't want to be that person to be.
In fairness, experienced penalty taker, Paul Ince missed one, so.
Yeah. Southgate also missed one, but then he got to do the Pizza Hut ads.
Yeah.
And made what, 20 million out of it?
I don't think he made £20 million. I don't.
He got sliced in action, didn't he? So
I don't think for a Pizza Hut advert that Gareth Southgate made 20 million. I think Gaza was just exaggerating that he made loads of money off of it. Probably made a few grand. About it.
Yeah, probably got a few pizzas out of it as well.
Well, you'd hope so as a minimum.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. England have got it back though. Is Stones. There's a City teammate, Foden. Mings. Trippier goes forward. Is Sterling. Oh, well played. Go on. Go on. Foden.
Oh, ref.
Bending.
Oh.
Space. Everyone was too crammed in then.
Yeah, that's why they've got to find the wide areas because there's too many players in the middle.
Good. Well, that's not a foul.
That's why our success is
Yeah,
coming.
well played, ref.
That's why our success is in the wide areas, so they've got to keep trying to find the wide areas as much as they can. Obviously, with Trippier and the ability, in particular, of Walker to fly forward. What's on the doorbell?
No, it's a Facebook notification on my phone. Don't know why. They're just so loud, and no matter what I do, I just can't make them silent.
Oh, and it's still Facebook.
No, that'd be too simple.
Yeah.
Is Mings, Trippier. This game had a really good tempo first 20 minutes. It's probably too bit of heat, probably a bit of nerves as well. It's slowed down a bit since then. But it's Kane. Good defending. But still got Edo Phillips, Walker. Back to Rice. But the amount of times where, like in tournaments in the past, where we give the ball away cheaply and be on the back foot, it's nice to see that we're playing in against a very good side and we're holding our own possession-wise and creating something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, against the best team in our group, you know, we're really giving them a good game. So, look, we're just going to come after you rather than sit back, absorb the pressure and hit them on the counter. You know, because
exactly. Good ball by Trippier. Oh, Phillips offside.
Oh.
Good run by Phillips, though.
Yeah.
It's just off, yeah. That's probably the advantage. That's what might be why Trippier's in the side. He's got the ability to cut inside and feed those balls in the channels.
Well, if we win this with Trippier at left back throughout the tournament, then give Gareth Southgate as long a contract as he wants. Because that is, I've not seen anyone make that call. That'll be a bit of absolute tactical genius.
Early days, yeah. We'll see how it goes.
I know Philip Lahm played a lot of the opposite side to his strong foot and things like that, and he was a very special player. But
yeah,
I can't think of any.
Dennis Irwin being another one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great. Thanks for us. It's a great point. He might be getting to them when he's an early goal. Yeah, spot on, mate. Spot on. Wouldn't disagree with that.
But we're not doing the mad thing of still lumping it up and playing for the second balls. We're trying to we're being much more conservative, slower in the build up. So we've adjusted and to do the right things.
Exactly. Good ball by Phillips. Is Walker. Perisic is marking him. No, it's a goal kick. I thought it was a corner at first, but not the best by Walker. Great to see that in the crowd.
Yeah.
Lovely day for it as well. And it's been a decent 40 minutes so far from both sides, just missing that goal. Keeper takes a goal kick. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go in this first half. It's Modric, Brozovic. Space on the left. Get out to him, Walker. Perisic. Oh, he flicks it over, but easily picks up by Pickford. Never created a huge amount of some chances on goal, Croatia, but they've shown already in this 40 minutes what a threat they are, and you'd expect more to come from them in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, he's ancient, but he's brilliant, isn't he?
Modric.
Yeah.
Top goal, Sterling.
Oh,
Good defense.
Is he giving it? He's giving it.
Oh, happy days.
I've just got an important message through. It's one of my mates has 2 spare tickets in a corporate box for the England versus Scotland game. He paid £300 each, but he didn't realise when he bought them it was going to be the same day as his COVID-19 rearranged wedding. If you're interested, looking for someone to take his place, it's at Reading Registry Office, 2:30 p.m. The bride's name is Moira. She's 5'4", quite free, and she's a really good cook. So just anyone.
How tall did you say she was?
She's 5'4".
Shorter than me, so that's. I mean, she probably will. She reject me for not being 6 foot?
Oh, well, let's hope not. Let's hope that not many women do that. Surely, just on height. I certainly hope not.
Well, I've got a good anecdote for after the game. That it's Phil's favourite story.
Back to the game, lads. Well, yeah, I think it was a foul in the end. Caltakuri's impressed so far. It was given a yellow and on Sterling. So
free kick, isn't it though?
Yeah, free kick. Yes,
Yeah.
The trip is over it, and
Give it Mason
as well.
I've just seen it. Yeah, that's silly. That's. In fact, I think it's very good from Sterling to win that. In my opinion.
Sterling did brilliantly. I thought that he got the ball at first, but no, he did well actually to let the ball bounce and force the foul. So about 23 yards out. Trippier man over it. Trippier takes. Hits the ball. It was on target.
Yeah.
If it got over the wall. But,
you see Trippier pretty soundly here straight away. Oh,
quick throw, no Sterling. Was that a bit of respite for Croatia. Just going to see that free kick again, I think, on the replay.
Still waiting for it to be taken.
Good from Perisic.
Perisic shot at the end of the wall. He had to get that one. I think the keeper would have struggled to get that if it went past him. So he did his job well. I mean, there's obviously we've talked about it a lot. There was a lot on social media, and we've talked about a lot. Trippier at left back. I think he's impressed so far, lads. I've got to say.
Yeah, he's done a solid job there. Hasn't put a foot wrong really.
No, definitely, 100%. I think even Mings to a certain extent as well. But still, got the second half to get through as well. And Croatia with a throw in England's half. Right back score is Modric. He's done well there. Kovacic took it past his Chelsea teammate Mount. That's
really good anticipation from Stones.
Well, we've got to win that one, Walker. We'll get out to him anyway. Perisic. Rebic, I think it is. Perisic. Mings, great tackle. Great tackle.
Really good.
Wins the foul. Had to win that one. Good play, not for the first time by Perisic. Had to get that one. Yeah, did very well. You get that wrong one. If you get that wrong, it's a foul. And a penalty.
Yeah, really good.
Did well in
Good
Perisic.
positioning.
Yeah, had to be. Yeah, did well. See, Mings should have played all along.
I thought we should have picked Tomori, but I would say that.
Pickford plays it forward. Ken goes up for it. Well done.
Good from Kane.
Oh, if it just bounced a bit further, Foden was in then. Right, here's the 45 minutes. Can't be much stoppage time. I would have
That's it.
It's time on the dot. That's a rare. No stoppage time. So there we are, lads. At half time, it's England 0, Croatia 0. Thoughts on that first time, Ryan? Can we start, mate?
Yeah, I think it was I think England played pretty well. I think we started off with pace. I think tactically, I think we did everything right, like we were just saying, but we just couldn't get a goal. Yeah. And I just hope that doesn't bite us in the arse in the second half now.
100%. No, I agree, mate. Dennis?
Yeah, pretty much, mate. I mean, we had sparks, we hit the post, we've won free kicks in dangerous positions, and I don't think really we've looked in trouble. There's periods where they've kept hold of the ball, granted, but we've never looked in trouble, which is, refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Luke?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we slated people before the game, obviously the weird choice of Trippier playing at left back, obviously Mings playing as one of the two centre backs, but both of them have done, quite a good, if not better than expected job. Very good than expected, and obviously England first 20 minutes were all over them. Didn't get a goal, unfortunately, but as we've all said here, Croatia haven't really pressed on and caused us any real bother. I mean, they've had some chances, but, they've snatched at them and completely fluffed their lines.
No, definitely Wiz.
Yeah, I reiterate what everyone else has said, really. I think Croatia have got in some nice positions, but actually we've looked, when it's come to the kind of crunch, the moment before the final assist, if you like, we've been there, we've been in good positions, we've doubled up, or the attackers have come back to double up on people and put a foot in. So I think we've been pretty good, and it's been, I think the intensity of the first 20 minutes was amazing. They couldn't really get out of their own half. I think they had one passage of play in our half in the first 15, 20 minutes. And it just shows how good our pressing was, how well organised Southgate's got everybody. And yeah, quite encouraged. So we'll see what happens in the second half, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. I echo what you guys have said. I think, the first 20 minutes we dominated them, and they're just showing on BBC the relentless pressing that their forward players sort of did, and they couldn't get near us. And I think, as you guys have said, and Russ in the chat, I think all I was missing was the early goal, and I think it would have been deserved. I think we were better than them, and then they just slowly grew into it. Croatia, for the rest of the half, they kept the ball well up, and Bozovic and Kovacic and obviously Luka Modric in midfield. They got into some nice positions. I think we've defended well, actually, England as well, I've got to say. I think we've got credit to Mings, as you guys have said. I think question marks over his selection, but I think he's done well. Trippier's another one. I think he's done pretty well. The only time where Croatia looked real threatening was when if it was Mings that didn't cut out a cross, and then Perisic scuffed one wide. But apart from that, I think we've kept him at arm's length, I have to say. But it's just that we're just missing the goal, which we deserved, really.
I think, and they're just showing on the BBC at the moment how the 4-3-3 is working. I think a lot of people would have thought he might revert, especially the first game, with Maguire out to a 3 at the back, or a 5, depending on how you look at it. But actually, it's worked really well and allowed us to press really well. And I hope that when we come out in the second half, we'll have a good burst of energy. But we do have Sancho, who knows how to press. He's been coached to a high level in pressing.
He's not on the bench, Wiz.
Sancho's not on the bench.
No, we said it. Yeah, I don't know if you were. But
I know we've got a million good attackers, so I'm not that surprised. But we have got. I mean, Rashford plays for an elite side, maybe not as sort of progressive in terms of pressing as like Dortmund or someone, but we've got we've got options. Grealish has improved defensively, so we've got energy that we can come off the bench. That's going to be the main thing. That have been coached in training. It's no good sending people out and going, yeah, just press. They've been coached out in their position, their role in it, and they'll be briefed that before they go on. So we've got that energy. Yeah. Would I prefer to see Reece James playing? I prefer to see all the Chelsea players playing, but I'd like his like intensity, his energy, and his quality on the ball because he can play inside really well. Yeah, but of course, well, Walker's been pretty respectable. Not enough quality on the ball when he's been in good positions. He's probably had the worst half out of everybody in England's shirt, I think.
Can't disagree. I think, yeah, you're right. I think we've got high energy, and I think we can take that as a positive to the second half. And I think we are definitely creating chances, and I think it's great to see England do that. I think what's letting us down though is we're not really utilising any sort of wide play. We're not sort of finding any sort of space, and I think that's because we're too kind of centred when we go to attack, and we sort of fall over ourselves. So we'll have to just see what happens. I think the formation does work, but we're just I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but they're not really sort of finding any space when they are attacking.
No, I'd disagree. I think our chances have been from the wide areas. Obviously, Foden hit the post. That was from out wide, and Sterling's got him behind a couple of times from the left. So, but every time we have tried to find maybe Kane or Mount's dropped off the front, they've had their midfield have got numbers in. And so it's hard to sort of attack through the centre. So I think we have been trying to get the ball out wide, and that's where our success has been. We've got to carry that on in the second half.
Yeah, there's certainly been a couple of. You're right. There's been some great chances. There's just not been enough, and there's been a few opportunities where I just think they've just lost it a little bit. But if they can just sort of break the play a little bit in the second half, hopefully, I can tell you one got. Is this a look outside for someone?
I was going to say, is that an ice cream van? Sorry.
Yeah, that's the ice cream van outside. I don't know why.
Look, get some whipping with a flake, please.
Twister.
I read something the other day. Apparently, there's going to be a shortage of flakes due to the weather.
No. I think on that point about the width, I think you're both right, actually. Kind of Mount and Sterling have kind of drifted out to the left. But the kind of places where, if you think about how Reece James plays, or Trent on one side, or Luke Shaw or Chilwell, especially Luke Shaw, he's really good overlapping and getting deep on the left-hand side, whipping in balls or taking the full-back away from Rashford to cut inside. Yeah. So we've not had that, but we've kind of doubled up on the outside and got kind of diagonal balls into the box and things like that. So, yeah, I think it's a bit of both, actually. We've probably crossed and been created from deeper out wide, but we haven't got to the byline right, in line with the 6-yard box and been whipping crosses in or anything like that. But that's something maybe it's probably partly a tactical decision, because Trippier, you haven't seen Trippier obviously with his right foot. You haven't seen him fly up the left-hand side like Luke Shaw does for Man United,
and even Walker to a certain extent as well.
Yeah, compared to what he normally does, even like the Champions League final, he was extremely aggressive at times. And like really, really pushing. Once he got going, he was really pushing up, and he's amazing. It's his biggest strength because he's got that recovery pace as well. He can fly up. One of the things he does all the time, and it's a bit old-fashioned. It's like when I watch football in the 80s, is when there's a total mismatch out wide between fullback and the winger who's extremely quick, and they just kick the ball, even though they're 5 yards ahead. They kick the ball 20 yards and run after it. And that's Walker is that explosive and that quick. He can do that. Obviously, they want to negate that kind of that pace down the wings, Croatia, obviously. But be interesting to see if the fullbacks are a bit more aggressive in the second half. It'd be interesting.
No, definitely. Well, we've got plenty of options, as we've said it a number of times. But options on the bench. Luke Shaw obviously could, for left back, Grealish, Rashford, Calvert-Lewin. Reece James, Saka, Bellingham, so plenty of options for Gareth Southgate to use if it comes to it. Would you guys make any subs at half time? Would you keep it the same and see how the early parts of the second half go?
I mean, I'd keep it the same for the first 15, 20 minutes. See how it progresses, because again, at the start of the first 20, we were all over them. I expect it to probably be the same after half time. The first 10, 15, we'd probably, be a bit all over him again, and then it comes to that point, start making some tweaks if necessary. Probably go maybe 2 up top, maybe.
Exactly.
I would imagine.
Yeah, it depends how it goes. I think obviously everything changes if there's a goal for either side, but the sort of obvious one maybe is Grealish with his creative capability, ability to win free kicks. So he seems to be the really obvious one, especially as there's no Sancho. I like his pace and his creativity. But yeah, it's he's a big creator, Grealish. Sancho is a massive creator as well, massive creative output for Dortmund, incredible. But
I don't know why he's not in
just that spark.
I mean, I don't understand why we picked 2 keepers for the bench. And
that was what I was saying earlier. I don't know. Would you make any subs or anything, Ryan, at half time? Would you keep it the same?
I'd probably keep it the same for now, but there's some good options on the bench. I mean, I still want to. I think Rashford could make a few changes. He creates play, doesn't he? That's a good thing with him. Probably biased when I say this. I want to see Saka come on. So, but I think Rashford's the sort of the main man that I can think of that could make a bit of a difference. I mean, we just have to see what happens really and adapt to the game. But I don't think there's any urgency to make any sort of drastic changes just yet.
No, and I think England will probably try and start the second half like they did the first half. Have a bit of, obviously, 15-minute break now for half time and just come out flying at the start of the second half. Obviously, and on this occasion, get that goal.
Well, Saka was really, really bright in the friendlies, and he's really good. He's really good. I mean, he's really good. When you see all these kind of top 10s of under 20s footballers and stuff, well, he's in there, but you sort of play second fiddle to some of the obviously Haaland, but there's not many ahead of him. He's really. His personality for Arsenal, when you watch him, you go, "Oh, is this the leader of the team? Is this the guy who is responsible for the greatest creativity?" And he's 19, right? He's 19 now, is he? Yeah, that's pretty special. So he'd be really interesting. Maybe playing from you could play. He plays about 6 different positions, but you could play him from the right, inside,
isn't it? That's the main thing. And the only other player that could make a difference, I think, as well, is Grealish at the moment.
Yeah.
Come on. So, and whether Sterling, to be fair, I know I sort of slated him a little bit as an England player, but he's done all right today. So it's just, but that's the thing. We've got options on the bench, haven't we? So we'll see what happens.
No, it's important to not let the game drift. If nothing's happening for 5-10 minutes or so, then Southgate's got to change it because obviously a draw is respectable against the opposition, but ideally you want to win your first game, and I think we've shown, especially in our first 20 minutes, that we can create chances against this Croatian side. So it'd be a shame to just settle for a point rather than go all out and try and get the 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, I read something earlier about apparently how Southgate was going to try and finish third to intentionally get a better group, and I was like, what? No, and someone tried to explain it, and I was just like, "Yeah, no."
If we finish third, it's hideously bad knockout stage. So I think second's probably slightly better. But even so, you've got to beat it's about time we beat the better sides in the.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, if we got all the way to the final, and didn't play a big team all the way along, we'd be, the team like, okay, yeah, we won the Euros, but again, we didn't, beat any of the big teams together. Yeah. We just had a good run in. It's like the World Cup. I mean, in 2018, we didn't beat anyone really good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
To get to the final, we would have had to beat France. And that's it, really. We said, oh, yeah, but we beat France in the final. It's like, yeah, but all the way through, you beat teams that, you should beat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dennis, so would you change anything at half time or would you keep it the same and see how the second half goes?
I'm undecided, really. I mean, I haven't seen an awful lot to suggest that anyone deserves coming off. I think system-wise, we need to change something, but it's a case of who would you bring off is my question, because Foden's looked like a bright spark. Sterling's played bloody well. You can't, as much as I said that Harry Kane, the Harry Kane that normally plays for England isn't necessarily the best Harry Kane, but, he hasn't done anything wrong today. And also, Do you see Dominic Calvert-Lewin doing any better? Not really. Do you see Rashford doing any better on his own? Probably not.
Yeah.
I said it before. I don't like him. But Grealish is the type of player that that you need in this sort of situation. So maybe, but who do you take off? That's the question.
Yeah, I think maybe or just change the formation. It might be one of them where you take Phillips off.
Maybe.
You might have to sacrifice defensively a bit. And actually, he's been getting forward more, so maybe he's more like the other person we haven't mentioned, who, again, everything I see of him, I just think it's staggering sort of personality and maturity, the way he imposes himself in the game, is Jude Bellingham. At that age, he's just completely outrageous. And can do everything. So be interesting. Lots of energy.
Yeah, I had him to start. I wanted Southgate to start him, but to be fair, obviously Rice, we know what he's capable of. Phillips has done well, and Mount, I've done well in midfield, so can't really complain.
Yeah.
Just can they keep up England, and can't let the game drift. And if it gets to the point where Croatia playing better and create more chances, then that'll be the time to change things around, I'd say. But the players are coming out for the start the second half. I wonder if
I don't know what iPlayer you're watching, guys, but Rio and Gary are talking on mine.
No, I've got players coming out on my iPad.
I'm on the TV.
I'm on the iPlayer on the web, mate, and I've still got Rio and Gary talking.
Well, I don't know. I'm on it for my PlayStation, so.
Fair enough. And to explain my disappearance, I didn't realise I didn't have my I plugged my laptop charger in, but I didn't realise it wasn't switched on at the plug. So I ran out of battery for a bit.
It'll start the second half. So from left to right in this second half. Doesn't look like there's been any changes by either side. Well, Stone's done well against Perisic. Had to win that one. Clear it! Oh. It looked easier than that at first. Mings tried to clear it, but Perisic did brilliantly to get a block. In the end, didn't lead to anything. Kind of glad I got on mute because I don't need to listen to Jermaine Genius's commentary.
Oh, I was doing my nutting in the opening game. That bit about the offside, it was like no one was marking him because he was offside. It's like, yeah, because they'd marked him, he would have been onside, you donut.
I don't understand how he's made such a successful punditry career when he was such a bang average footballer. it just boggles the mind.
Say what you mean, mate.
Robbie Savage, Danny Murphy, Lee Dixon. Come on. Very average.
Lee Dixon was a really good player.
Yeah. To be fair, though, he has medals.
Yeah, Danny Murphy.
What's Robbie Savage won? What, League Cup?
League Cup and the best hair 04-05 season.
Oh, it went viral a few years ago. Like this meme. It was Thierry Henry, Alan Shearer, and like with what they listed, and then at the end was Robbie Savage League Cup in 2000.
Well, there was that. What was the other one? It was Richard Sadler scored opening goal in the third place playoff for like under 21 Euro some bollocks.
Under 17 championship or something. Yeah.
Something like that. And it was like I had a similar thing when I was at uni, mate. It was a Bucks indoors tournament final of like the mile indoors, and every row was like there was accolades. It was like semi-finalist, this, that, and the other, and it was, and in lane 6, Dennis Watling, University of Chester, and they expected to make it. There was just nothing. It was just nothing. It was like, yeah, I got no accolades. I'm not no accolades. I am literally here to make up my places.
Most improved at your football club.
Not even that, mate.
Clubman of the year.
Not even that. There was just absolutely nothing. It was like everyone was like, he qualified for the World Championships 2 years ago at the under 16s or something. Then it was like, and then in lane 6, and it's just my name and what university I'm at, and it's just everyone's waiting, and then they realise like the collective, everyone that's there goes, fair enough, mate.
You see in a minute there, Kovacic just fouled his Chelsea teammate Mount. He's got a yellow card.
Yeah, he absolutely just.
Well, I've just had
Like
Perisic be offside. That's about it. So.
Yeah, it doesn't look better every time you.
No, clear yellow. No doubt about it.
No, not when Mount goes his leg out like that, and Perisic sees that and still goes in the way he does. And no,
Good play by Croatia.
Oh, it's good ball.
Oh, well done, Mings.
Good
Had to win that one. Had to win that one.
is Tyrone Mings going to get man of the match?
Easy if was. I tell you why he's in contention. I think he's justified his selection. I think he's a decent enough player, but it's just for Villa. I think he went off the ball last few months, and that's why I wouldn't have started him. But no, he's done well so far.
But the problem is, in those sort of sides, that sort of struggle.
I'll clear it. Well done.
It's always hard to look good, especially when you're a defender.
Croatia clear out of the pitch. Oh no!
That was shocking.
Pickford got away with that one. Pickford had to be alert there. Didn't look where it didn't look. I think it was Perisic was getting on the end of that. Wouldn't have been offside because obviously Trippier was the one who headed it back. Jesus, got away with that one there. No, he didn't look at all.
There was no need to knock that back.
No, I think it was Rebic. I think it was that nearly got on the end of it. And Trippier puts his hand up and got away with that one. But Pickford was alert to that one.
I was going to say, is that Perisic lining up the other side now? If he's going against Trippier that side.
No, he's still on the left-hand side. That was Rebic who was.
Was it? Okay.
Number 17.
Oh, good God, Trippier.
Yeah,
that was criminal.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't look where.
No, he just thought there was no one there. It's fine, and then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, got away with that, and thank God these days of sweeper keepers, because it was back in maybe early 2000s football, whatever. Goalkeepers just rooted on their line.
Yeah, no, Pickford knew what was going on, thankfully. And
had to be alert. Had to be alert. Here's Kane. Been a bit quiet, Harry Kane, I've got to say today.
Yeah, has he even had a shot on target? I don't think he has he?
No, he hasn't. No. But no, he's still expecting to get a goal if a shot presents itself to him.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. Rice just fouled Luka Modric there. Two players at the polar opposites of their careers. Bozovic in midfield. Kovacic on a yellow. He's got to be careful for the rest of the second half. Is Modric driving into a bit of space out wide for the fullback, who he's found. Keeping the ball well. We'll start the second half, Croatia. Kovacic.
Rice wasn't getting the ball there. Just went through the back.
No, that was easy.
Yeah.
Easy foul. Oh, well done, Trippier's done well there. Go forward. Oh, where's the support? Go on, run into the space. Oh, good ball. Here's Kane. Foden's free out wide. Go on. Go on, drive. Cuts back. Walker. Back to Foden. Come on, get in the box, lads. All the way back to Mings. There's a chance there to get in the box there, guys, I've got to say. Back to Trippier. Good ball. Kane. Oh, right idea. Try the reverse ball, but cut out. Find Sterling. Croatia get the ball. There's another foul on Modric, this time by Calvin Phillips.
I mean, yeah, sorry, lads. I still am a little bit behind, but, every time Modric gets the ball, like if you got it out, he's literally telling the rest of his team,
Yeah.
where he's going to put it, or telling us where he's going to put it, then does the opposite. It's ridiculous how they fall for it. He was pointing up all over to the left, and then next thing you know, he's on the right wing.
He's dictating play for Croatia. Everything's going through him. But no, this I thought it'd be a more of an explosive start to the second half, but it's sort of continued as it did it at the end of the first half, you have to say, in terms of tempo and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you think with a 15-minute break, England would have sat down and said, okay, got their breath back and said, all right, fine, the next, 10, 15 minutes, at the start of the half, we're just really going to get back at Croatia to try and get that goal that, we tried to get in the first 20 minutes, but unfortunately didn't.
No, I haven't got out of second gear yet. Is Perisic. Still got it. All heads to the fullback. Still got it. Croatia. Is Modric takes a shot. Straight at Pickford. Hit it well, but straight at the goalkeeper, thankfully. Well, I think Mings did the right thing by letting it go. Peter Schmeichel talks about it all the time, where he did the United defenders to throw themselves in the way. Mings did the right thing by letting that shot go.
The problem is that you throw yourself in the way, it can go bloody anywhere.
Well, that's the thing. That's why Gary Neville goes on about all the time about how Peter Schmeichel wanted the defenders at United to just let the shots go, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, how often have you seen a shot, defect of a player trying to get in the way of it, and it completely just upends the goalkeeper and it just goes in?
No, exactly, and it's a classic. But if it goes through the legs, it goes in the goal.
It used to be our party trick, that scoring own goals that way. I remember Faubert having a very unfortunate one against Arsenal back in the day.
They just panned to Grealish warming up. I think he tempted to put him on, lads, because I just haven't got to go in the second half so far.
No, but the question is, who does he come on for?
I mean, Foden's playing out left. Do we bring him on for Foden? Or do we put Foden in the middle and bring on Phillips? Take off Phillips.
Foden's on the right, mate.
Sterling's on the left.
Yeah.
As he has been all game.
Okay.
Would you take Sterling off then? You guys?
I think Phillips is impressed, but I'd be tempted to bring Grealish on for Phillips.
Mm.
Just really go for it. Play Mount where Phillips was, and just stick Grealish in the forward areas.
Because the point you said.
Phillips now. Go on.
Oh!
Go on.
Oh!
Yes!
Yes!
Come on.
Keep Sterling out.
Radio Raheem Sterling.
Or just fight about Phillips and Sterling. They combine for the opening goal.
Oh, yeah.
I did just say.
Does that mean he can come off now? He's done his job.
Come off,
yeah, you've done your job. We need to put you on cotton wool, bud. Come on now.
Fantastic.
I was just about to say Phillips only had really one shot in the game. But
It's a great run by him. The space opened up, and Sterling with a fantastic run. And yeah, well,
shockingly, that's only his second ever tournament goal. Think of all the tournaments he's played in.
That is a great goal.
Just showing it again. Good ball forward. And Phillips does one cutting style. Great run by Sterling. Gets on target.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just cuts them open.
Fantastic.
Great goal.
Brilliant.
I would say it had been coming, but it hadn't, lads, had it?
No, it hasn't.
It hadn't been coming, but I think you have to say on the balance of the overall game, England deserved the lead.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of obviously possession, yeah, we definitely, we deserve it because they're in the first 20 minutes. But, apart from that, Croatia been over the next 20 to 30, but apart from the rest of that's been pretty even.
No, definitely. And it's two players who with question marks should have started, Phillips and Sterling, but no, they've combined for that goal.
This is where tactically we've still got to be on our A game. They're going to attack us there, won't they? So hopefully we'll get another break.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where Shaw maybe is an option to go to a 5. You take the Trippier across the right wing back. Yeah. That, and then someone mentioned Rashford coming on earlier. Now he's obviously plays in a side who a lot of their creative sort of tactics are around getting Rashford on the counter. So I wonder if he'll be thinking about Rashford with his pace out on the left.
That's a good shout for those counters. Here's Walker. He's flying forward. Starting to open up a bit more this game, which should be a bit predictable. How deep Kane is. Christ, he's in.
Yeah,
We'll be in with the fans soon if he drops any deeper. Is Sterling, goal scorer, of course.
I mean, at this point, you must play a centre back.
Yeah, yeah, not half, yeah. Rice is Phillips. That'd be great to get the second goal.
It'd be interesting to see Kane's movement specifically on that goal because the space that opens for Sterling.
He must, good shot, maybe. Yeah, he must have.
Must have dropped deep because I didn't see him anywhere near that replay.
Yeah.
Either my neighbours have just got it late on iPlayer, or we might be 2-0 up because all my neighbours have just gone absolutely mental.
I just heard that. I could hear it.
It's not going to be in front of though, Dennis, because we're watching it on TV.
Well, you never know, mate.
So,
Luke's watching the iPlayer and he's ahead of me, so we just don't know. But yeah, they're just going.
I'm watching on the PlayStation, so.
Fair enough.
Dennis doesn't understand technology. So we come up to the hour mark.
I mean, I'm assuming they're using dial-up, your neighbours.
I think they must be watching it on iPlayer as well, surely.
The highlight.
But they might be even further behind than me because I had it about 45 seconds, minute ago. So
so I'm assuming they're on dial-up using the iPlayer.
They're on there. They've got it on CFAX.
That's what the noises we were hearing earlier were. Not Facebook Messenger, it was dial-up.
No. They're actually not even watching the game. They just got the notification on CFAX.
Here's Mount. Space open up for England. Got to take advantage of it if they can. Croatia just dropped off a little bit. Probably obviously taking a knock in confidence after conceding that goal.
Yeah, this suits us now. Look at the confidence we're knocking it around with.
Go on!
Oh, thanks to Harry Kane!
Oh! Fantastic defending. Kane was in at the back post. Had to make the clearance wherever it was.
Oh, get that fucking Croat goalkeeper away from him.
Good move again by England. Mount, it was with great cross. Yeah, it was the fullback.
Hit on the post. I think he's hit there.
There's a left back for Croatia. Got it back brilliantly. Kane was in. Yeah. Great.
Corner.
And rib.
Yeah. No. Oh no, Kane hits it wide. I thought we got it's one of those hard ones on the stretch.
Oh, Kane. Christ.
I thought the fullback got a touch, but no, Kane in the end
he skews it completely.
That's a hard one.
It's a hard one beyond the stretch, but
hopefully it'll be all right.
When it's on the stretch, it's bouncing away from you. They're always difficult. And the pressure, I mean, the defender did his job. He put the pressure on Kane. So
I think he then runs into the post, does he?
Yeah, runs into
he's slid into it.
But hopefully it'll be all right to continue. But a really good move by England. Really good to see.
They're checking for a broken rib. Holding their hands both sides and see if he's even.
I don't think he's done that. I don't think he was going at that much of a pace.
No, you shouldn't. You could crack a rib quite. I've cracked a rib, but then I am made of balsa wood compared to these guys. But
just showing the goal again. It gets better every time. I think the movement from Phillips and the cut inside and the pass perfectly weighted to Sterling. And
So as Will said, it'll be interesting to see where Kane actually was during that play because it just seemed there was just a gap in the middle for Sterling just to walk through, basically.
He must have either dropped deep or it was sort of moved to the left-hand side because
no, he's there on the right-hand side, actually. He's there just in front of Phillips.
Yeah, well, there we are then.
Yeah, taking away the right centre, the left centre back for Croatia. Yeah, they're going to try and press now, and I don't think that really suits them.
No, this is perfect for us. So they've got to come forward and get the equaliser, and we can try and hit them on the break. Now, and that's why I changed to say Rashford on wouldn't be a bad shout. I've got to say.
No.
Utilises his pace going forward.
Oh. It looks like the Croatia players have got Phil Foden booked there. There is absolutely nothing in that. That is a diabolical decision.
Right. Yeah,
That is shocking. The ref has been conned there. This is what you always slightly worry about with the refereeing in these tournaments. You do see some very poor stuff.
Yeah, I think the ref's done well today, but I think he's had a shocker in that one.
Why has he gone down like he's been hit by a bus?
It's a con. He's conned the ref, isn't he? If they want to play that game, get Jack Grealish.
Shouts the yellow.
We'll have 9 free kicks.
Foden barely touched him.
Oh, that's
ridiculous.
Oh, that is a clear foul. He's just body checked him. He's got to make an attempt to play the ball.
He's also hobbling on his wrong foot, funny enough.
Of course.
That's normally Jack Grealish's party trick.
Yeah, get him on. They want to play that game. We've got the biggest shit
on that bombshell.
Europe.
On that bombshell.
Here's Kovacic.
Oh, that was just
Cross in. Well blocked by Sterling this time. They've still got Kovacic. Modric. I'll get out to him. Oh, well blocked. No.
Oh, good.
Sterling just got
got away with that one. Got the first block in from Kovacic, I think it was. Yeah, Kovacic with a shot well blocked by Stones, I think. And then it falls to Rebic. Yeah, get away with that one. Drags it wide. As you said earlier, he's good at club level, but for Croatia, surprisingly, he doesn't score a lot, and probably shown in that clip.
Well, we're quite happy for him not to score, aren't we?
Well, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Got to stay switched on though. England, this game ain't won yet.
Oh no, not 1-0. Oh wow, that is just wow. Why have not?
Oh, they're in trouble. They're in trouble here.
Go on.
Yeah, that's a booking.
We got a foul. Well played.
100%.
Come on, let's see the head, Dennis. Let's see the head.
I thought Brozovic had been booked first half. I got excited.
I think Brozovic was booked Wiz earlier.
I don't
That's
think he
Brozovic
was.
who just pulled him down though.
Yeah, Brozovic.
I don't think we've had a Graham Pole mute moment, unfortunately.
Oh, Graham Pole.
One of the worst referees in history. Terrible.
I'd like to think that one who refereed Chelsea versus Barcelona was the worst referee in history.
Oh my God, don't.
Yeah,
I don't like to talk about it.
No,
it's taken me a lot of counselling to get over that game. That was horrendous.
I mean, the fact that you did jog bar come out and said you're cheating. I mean, that says it.
Chance for England for this free kick. Mounts over it.
Yeah, give it Mount. Come on.
I'm watching the replay for like the 10th time they're showing it. Is he trying to
25 yards out? Mount steps up, shoots. Just over.
That's close. That's close.
Really, really good effort.
I thought that was dipping in.
Whips it in where the keeper just went over. Yeah. Good effort. Didn't dip quite enough, but no, really good effort. I think the keeper would have saved it because it was his side. Still a decent effort. And I think that what led up to the free kick is exactly what we're hoping for: win the ball, get on those short counter attacks, and either create a shot or draw a foul. In the end, did the latter.
Oh, the mouth free kick was close, but was the keeper getting to that?
Yeah, the keeper would have saved it. But
the keeper had it, yeah.
But still a good effort.
Yeah, no, it's still a good effort.
Oh, Mount's done brilliantly there. Just goes out for a goal kick. But yeah, this pressing from the first 20 minutes is starting to happen.
Yeah, here he comes.
It looks like
Rashford's coming on. Yeah.
I would personally bring off Foden and switch Sterling to the right because I think he would have their fullback on toast. But what do I know? But I would take Foden off 100%. And then you've got that pace out wide where they're going to try and push their fullbacks up on the overlap. It will just be carnage.
It's not a bad shout, mate. Interested to see what. Unless Southgate puts Rashford at left back, which wouldn't be too much of a shock. Well, don't lose it there. Croatia have got is the fullback, drives forward, goal kick. Oh, gives a corner. There's a corner for Croatia. Once they switched on, lads.
It's the first corner they've had, isn't it?
First by a while, anyway. Yeah, got to stay switched on. Get your man. Modric about to take it. Corner comes in, goes to the edge. Shot. Goal goes wide. Thankfully, it weren't Paul Scholes-esque against Bradford in 2000. Right, well, good move, but Bozovic with the volley, and it was harmlessly wide. Few subs for Croatia now. And Bozovic just took that volley. That's his last bit of action. He's come off. Vlasic in his place, Nikola Vlasic. I think there's another sub they're making as well. And it's Kramaric that's off, and Bacalo, I think it is, that's come on.
Yeah.
Didn't even realise that that Kramaric was playing. He's been very quiet. And here we go. Foden's off. He called it, Wiz. Foden's off. And the Rashford is on. So it turns out they actually do know a little bit, Wiz. Don't put yourself down, mate.
Well, you know, that gets my seal of approval.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad move, actually. Pace on both flanks now. I don't think it's a bad show, I've got to say. Foden's had a great game as well. Could have scored in the opening 20 minutes, hit the post. I think he's had a really good game, I've got to say. Cadon is scintillating form for Man City this season.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of inches away, that goal could have went in, or it could have went in off the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Would have been fantastic.
He's played well. No, don't lose it there. No, well played. Done well. They're playing out from the back. Kane plays it forward. Oh, good flick.
Oh.
Can he keep it on?
Oh, very
no,
nice.
Just went off. Good, Kane dropping deep. Another example of that. Good flick around the corner. Just couldn't stay on for Mount. Yeah, been plenty of chances for both teams. 7 for England, 6 for Croatia, but surprisingly not a lot on target. Just the 2 for England and 1 for Croatia.
No, but I think that's down to both teams being very, very defensively drilled in terms of, any time any team has, tried to create an opportunity, each team's been on top of each other saying, no, you're not getting an easy chance. Simple as that, really.
Yeah, well done, Walker. Against Perisic there. Oh, go on. Oh, well done, Rashford.
Rashford on the right then.
Yeah, Rashford's on the right, yeah. Doesn't always look comfortable there for Man United, but...
No, I thought that when he plays there. I think he looks a bit...
Then Penny puts Sterling on the right, as he seemed comfortable there, so... I think the only one who'd naturally be a suit on the right is, fun enough, Sancho, who's not in the squad today.
Yeah.
Ball comes in, clear it.
Oh.
Clear it. Oh, don't let it bounce there. What are you doing, Walker?
Walker gave him a little smile. I think people said words to that effect after there. I think people told him, I don't really want that to happen.
Oh, no. God, we got away with that one.
He had a little word to him after.
Was it that bad?
He's having a smile. Bit of relief.
How often has it said? don't let the ball bounce. He said from a young age on the league level. So got away with that one.
Oh, that is classic Harry Kane. That is a beautiful Harry Kane moment.
Harry Kane, not for the first time, a shit house to fail there.
I love it. Oh, and actually, that's giving him a good shot.
Fair play.
That is definitely. But I thought that's the kind of thing when you play against Kane, who is a non-Tottenham fan.
I don't understand how
absolutely
Pickford and Walker actually smile at each other after that nearest calamity. Like, if I was Pickford, I would actually slap. I'd slap Walker, but like,
oh, Luke asked for violence. Woke up and chose violence. I know.
No, you can't be doing that.
Ball comes in from Trippier. Shoot!
Oh,
no. Sterling finds it over. And snatched that one. That was a chance.
By the time he was 17 years old, if he had been like an average finisher, he would be. I mean, and he's done extremely well. But God, he would have had more career goals.
Kane was next to him as well.
Oh,
God almighty. I mean, Johnny Wilkinson would have been proud of that one. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no. I don't like look at that. I'm hoping this is experience and time wasting.
Stones have gone down. I don't know if it's cramp or something. Always picks up a knock or whatever.
That would be my guess. He doesn't look totally concerned.
How have you hit it that high? You're about what?
Yeah, he's cramp. Yeah, cramp.
Yeah, I have no idea how he managed that.
Well, I don't think he realised how much time.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming he thought he had someone behind him, but still not to get your foot over the ball. I mean,
yeah, I think he had enough time to get on his right, but no, maybe he didn't get the shout from his fellow players. But
yeah, said you got time, maybe. But
that's a chance. Hopefully, it doesn't come back to haunt us. But
judging by what's going on at the moment, you'd imagine it's not going to. But you never know.
Yeah, absolutely. Ideally, that would have fell to Kane, who was right next to him, and you'd fancy that would be a target. But Stoney's back on his feet. It's probably a little bit of cramp, you'd assume. It was just a high five Kovacic. I don't know if that was coming together or something.
I don't think it was cramped the way he was pushing his feet back.
Yeah, maybe I think he just sort of gave a high five to Kovacic. I don't know if they came together or was a challenge or something. Yeah. He's back on his feet now. It looks like he's about to come on. Yeah, Stoney's back on the pitch now.
Is Shaw warmed up at all? I'd be eyeing that up. I mean, I like to play stupid attacker, but as you not.
I think they were panning to Ben White, but that's because Stones was down the floor at the time. So I don't think there's any more subs incoming from what we can see.
Let's slap it.
Phillips has done well there.
Oh, that's good. Again. He's got a very big shout from out of the match, I think.
Who, Phillips?
Yeah, I think he's been the best player on the pitch.
Leeds fans are dancing for hours.
Yeah. And that's fine by us.
Yeah.
Just hours, I think it'd be days.
It's always Luke. There's always the big argument with me and Fiona is Rice or Phillips.
Rice.
Yeah, I know.
Is that a question or a statement? I don't know which.
Yeah, it's just club loyalty. That's all.
Croatia having a bit of possession here.
It's like a Chelsea family. You don't simply say Tabiano should be in the squad.
There's a pure DM. I'd take Phillips, I think, but I'd take Rice. Although today I played the other way around, so I mean, I'm just glad they're both English.
Yeah, they've both played well today.
They've been brilliant.
As I said, I don't think anyone for England has particularly played badly. I just think Croatia are a tough team. We've been a little unsure.
I mean, I think
first game jitters.
I think the only person I could agree to is probably Walker for a few times where he has been a bit wobbly because But I mean, that's about it. To be honest with you, I mean, Trippier's done very, very well in the role of playing a left back. Mings has been exceptionally good at playing centre back. John Stones of all people.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think there's some that have been quieter than others. I think Kane has been quiet, but I think he's done okay when he's had the ball. Just hasn't had any chances on goal. And I think on the whole, most of the players have been about 7 out of 10, I'd say.
Yeah, but again, you could also argue the fact that Kane created technically created the goal we had due to pulling to the right to let Sterling have that free roam in the middle. So,
100%, yeah.
Call it a Timo Werner performance. No goals.
But
honestly, he's not rubbish.
But it's not quite a Werner performance because Kane has missed about 3 sitters. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Or scored 2 offside goals.
Yeah, that's true.
He's contributed. He's held the ball up pretty decently, and just hasn't had one of those games. It's been a game of few chances, really. Like in terms of shots on goal, as was mentioned earlier, there hasn't been a huge amount, has there?
No, I think Croatia have had 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, but still plenty of time for them. Yeah, about 11 minutes plus stoppage time.
No, but I think that's always expected. In England's hardest game. Again, as you said, we've never won our opening group game. So a 1-0 win. Okay, yes, it's been a lot harder, but we'll take it.
We'll take that.
Oh yeah,
100%. Oh, Kane was in there. Oh, one of the defenders just got a touch in. If he won that, he was through on goal.
I'm just watching a Croatian free kick going the other way.
That's all right, doesn't lead to anything. Obviously, almost. And Modric dropping deep.
He's still a terrific player.
No. Well, everything's come for him today, isn't it?
Yeah, he completely run it. Perisic, things look bright at times.
They've got on there, right inside of Croatia. Sterling's holding them. Oh, he's done well.
Really good.
Clear it, though.
With someone like Modric, though, his pace has never been his key attribute. His key attribute is his ball distribution.
No. Yeah. Some players have never had to rely on pace, and he's one of them. So
yeah.
Oh, that's a bad ball by whoever that was. Which is fine.
Well.
And Bellingham's about to come on for England.
I wonder who for. Maybe Mason Mount, I guess. The energy.
I think Mount probably would be a shout.
Sterling still looks pretty sharp out wide. He's defended very well as well. So I'd probably take, even though it's Mason Mount, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I'd probably take Mount off.
Yes, you got your first sub, so let's have a look.
I think it's Phillips.
Or maybe Sterling.
Oh, it's taking Kane off.
Oh, is he?
They're saying the skipper off, yeah.
Oh, he's surprised.
They probably play obviously Sterling or Rashford through the middle, you'd assume.
Well, Sterling has played as a false 9 for Man City, but I'd
imagine England want a focal point, so I'd imagine they'll stick Rashford there.
I guess so. He's just said to him what. He's just walked and told
him. He's just shoring up the midfield, Southgate. So it'd be Phillips, Rice, and now Bellingham, and then Mount will go into one of the winger. Plays a winger probably.
Yeah.
And have Sterling and Rashford interchanging. You'd assume anyway.
Yeah, Mount's lined up on the right at the moment.
Is Perisic?
Yeah, Rashford's staying up. That's better than anticipate that.
Oh, that's much there. Let's make that interception. Win that one. Yeah, well done. Excellent.
Yes, Jude. Handball it.
Oh, no. Right idea, just a bit too much on it, trying to find Rashford. But that's the ball to look for.
Yeah, 4-5-1 with Rice sitting.
Hey, Jude.
God.
Sorry, he's just coming on my screens. That's how far behind I am.
No, it's not that. It's just the
Yeah, that as well. But
Yeah,
just
it was waiting. I didn't know you were trying to chat him up or what.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't want like where you are something like horrendous to happen. I mean, like just for context, he's just come on.
There's a story about Duke Bellingham.
Ryan shit himself there. Routine catch and Ryan shits
I
himself.
was thinking, shit, that'd be a sleep pick.
Well, it wasn't quite a Ronaldinho over David Seaman, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, I still remember that day. That was the same.
Yeah.
Try and forget it.
We watched the rest of the game after a swimming lesson.
Oh.
I watched the rest of the game. Like, literally coming to school, and I got told it was 1-1 from house. Got to school, and it was like 1-1.
It was like I remember watching the first half at home, and they showed the second half at school. I remember having like, I think it was one of my first ever arguments about football ever. With some guy like some popular in my class who obviously when you were 10 didn't understand football. He was like, because I kept saying, "Oh, we might want to bring another striker on for Heskey." And they were like, "Oh, Dennis, how does substitution save games? They're the players that aren't good enough to start." And I'm like, "Mate,
Oh my god!"
like this is two 10-year-olds trying to have an intellectual debate about.
Then you were arguing over formations.
Yeah, I've got formations, and I'm like, "Well, Heskey's up. Owen, it's that bit where Owen had the ball up, and Heskey was near enough on the halfway line." And this guy, I remember his name, Leon Montgomery. I'll never forget. He was like the popular kid in my year. I knew he was good at football, but you just literally like. I mean, I hope for his sake he learned about football.
Yeah. Both did watching, mate.
Yeah, go on.
Studio.
He's like, "Oh, substitutions don't change games, Dennis. You don't know what you're talking about." And I'll be like, "What? Like, did Man United '99 not happen?"
I was going to say, in '99. Yeah.
I was going to say, Dennis, start an argument? No, never. That doesn't happen.
Okay. Well, I did not start this argument.
To even engage into the argument.
I finished the argument, but I didn't start.
Oh, that's a bit expected.
Free kick for Croatia, though. On the right hand side, they're going to play it in. Modric about to take it. Comes in. Clear it. Oh, easy.
Yeah, good.
Free kick, was it? Yeah, free kick. Oh, Walker having a pushing match.
Tyrone Mings is good at winding people up as well. I will give him that. He's very good at winding people up, Mings. So that's another bit of
and snapping at people's
thing to his bow.
So yeah, he's a strong defender, but he's just has a habit of smacking people in the face in pre-tournament friendlies.
Yeah,
yes, and stamping at people's heads.
Yeah, he did that to Ibrahimovic, and I think he's done it twice, hasn't he?
Yes.
Well,
somebody else as well.
Is that a bad thing? Zlatan is a bit of an knobhead, isn't he? He's a bit.
Yeah, but
he's a brilliant player, but a bit.
Does he deserve having his face stamped on though? I don't think so. I think very few footballers do deserve that. I don't think everybody deserves that.
I'm thinking.
Well, I'll tell you what, Frank Lampard.
Stephen Hunt does.
Yeah, Frank Lampard.
What's a throwback?
Well, I don't think Stephen Hunt did what he did intentionally.
Oh,
you would hope.
I think he's a psycho, the guy. But there you go. Honestly, when you see it, who kneels suddenly as they're running? Really weird. When you watch it back, it's really weird. Anyway, that's another bout of counselling I've had to get over that.
Yeah, that's for another video. What players might get injured in the field of play?
I think the next watch along, no one hold back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be healthy actually. Yeah. Speak your mind, boys. Next time, honestly.
Speak your mind.
Yeah, it's a free country. It's a free channel. You know what I mean? Piling on the pressure. Got to hold firm and held out England for the last 3 minutes plus the stoppage time.
Oh, it's brilliant again.
Sterling
back in. He has been brilliant. Well, he'll get man of the match because obviously goal and everything.
We got the goal.
I think it's generally
lads. I'm just gonna be, that guy. Like, let's see out the game first. Like, I'm against against Russia in 2016. I remember I was like, game over, lads, at 88 minutes. Yeah, we got this. Don't worry, lads. Oh, Russia have bloody equalised, don't they?
That's true. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, so let's see it out first.
I remember Euro 2004, and my mate, as we were 1-0 up late on, said they'll never score now. I don't know whether you remember what happened in that.
Right.
Gerrard back off, Zidane penalty, and absolutely.
Gerrard back pass that we definitely don't talk about because Gerrard never did anything wrong ever.
No.
Perfect footballer.
We all hail Sir Stevie G, I believe.
Gerrard!
Oh, Christ.
me and my friends have a joke that because for a period of his career, Gerrard always went for that glory shot. And we said that basically that what he does is in his head, he just hears Gerrard every time he gets the ball, so he decides to just go for a shot. I don't know, we made this up when we were like, this was like in 2009, I think it was. We were like, yeah, he always goes for the glory shot, and it just goes high and wide. Yeah. He constantly thinks he's in the FA Cup final.
Well, I don't know. You see Lampard doing it goes in.
Just for that.
Yeah. Well, but quite a lot of them are stuck in the top bin, so one of
I think you'll find that Lampard shots were most of his goals were assists for deflection. There was a running joke. But that was the running joke. Like Chelsea and specifically Lampard would always get deflected goals. Like in the Gus Hiddink Ancelotti era, it was pretty bad.
Hasn't Lampard had the most amount of shots at a World Cup without scoring?
Yes, I think it was 20. Was it 28 or was it 18?
Well, he did technically score against Germany.
I'll be honest. As much as I hate the bastard, he did score in that World Cup in 2010. But
it's not the records though.
Yeah, but I think one of the funniest things to come out of that though was Mark Lawrenson's rant about Sepp Blatter. It's quite legendary. Because Sepp Blatter was at the game and apparently he was squirming in his chair. Yeah, he was squirming in his chair trying to hide from the cameras at one point. And Mark Lawrenson does not, you say what you mean, Bill. Mark Lawrenson did not hold back.
That was one of the rare times where Mark Lawrenson was moaning on commentary and we didn't mind it.
You're a little bit ahead of me, but Calvert-Lewin's coming on.
Yeah. We're in a...
How many minutes so long did they say?
Well, I'm on the 80. I'm on just coming up to the 89th. So
I'm 89.5.
Oh, pick it up. Easy. Oh shit!
Yes.
I'm sorry, Pickford.
Yes, you know Pickford to do that. You know it.
Dives on it. Leaves on it like a salmon.
I have to say, going back to the 7-a-side, when the rare times I do go and goal, my favourite thing is just to get the ball and then immediately just drop to the floor on my knees. Yeah. Even if it's close or the opening minute, just time waste and then do like an over the top throw out. Be like, we're doing Stoke football now, lads. Come on. Give away a foul by throwing the ball over head height.
There used to be a 7-a-side I used to play at where they actually had the netting at head height. Where so the ball's actually that's it, like straight away, just like no.
Well, this is just when we just have a kick about it's okay. But when we do the league games, I forget that it's a free kick when I throw it that high. But they love it because my manager's 6'6", and we say that he's Jan Koller, and we just send him up top. And I just throw it up to him. We have a kick about, but when it's a proper game, we can't do that. But
Calvert-Lewin on for Sterling, lads. This last few minutes. Don't know how many minutes stoppage time there is though, because it hasn't come. Oh, here we go. 4 minutes. We've played a minute and a half. Come on, just hold on, lads. Oh, clear it.
Well, I feel pretty safe at this point.
Oh, don't jinx it, Luke. Honestly.
Luke, mate, come on.
In England's half is the left back for Croatia. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, but he's played well, I've got to say. Coming on the right hand side, 2 minutes to go. Come on.
Yes, Jude.
I'm challenged by Bellingham.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the pronunciation is Vardial. The G is silent.
No, cheers, mate.
It's actually quite easy. I've just looked him up. It is quite easy. So I think the G is silent.
Good playing from Pickford.
Well done, Pickford. Had to win that one.
Since Jude's come on, I want to say there's a really good story about Jude Bellingham. I think it was at Birmingham City before he went to Dortmund, and he said to the management there, and they knew he was absolutely ludicrous talent. And he said, "What do you think I'm best at? What position in midfield?" And they said, "We want you to be the best 22." This is what apparently they said to him. And he was like, "What the hell is that?" And they said, "You could be the best 10, the best 8, or the best," they say 4 rather than a 6. And they thought he could do absolutely, like they just thought he was going to be outrageous. He's that complete a player, so they absolutely love him. Yeah.
Oh, well done, Walker.
Oh, is that why they stupidly retired the number and said, "No, he's the best player ever"? as
Oh,
if he,
yeah.
passed away. It was so bizarre. I was like,
That is weird.
Number, like, he just moved transfer. Like, he didn't die and he hasn't retired. Like, I'm confused.
Well, if he had, like, you know, in his last game, scored the goal that saved him from relegation, which meant that it would be liquidated or something.
Yeah.
But then he got transferred for 20 million, which is their next 2 summer transfer budgets. Then all right, yeah, maybe retire the number. But even that's it's like a comment I was having with one of my German mates who he referred to Genie Wijnaldum as a legend, and I was like, whoa. And he was like, but he was like, oh, the legend, and I was like, yeah, but you don't cheapen the word legend.
Yeah.
Like you don't. There's very few legends out there. The word legend has been cheapened.
Yeah, come on, ref.
In my opinion,
4 minutes.
Oh, you nonce.
Only a matter of time.
Come on.
Throw in. I'll put in one last chance. Perisic with a long throw in. This has got to be the last play, surely. Throw comes in. Edit away. Edit. Oh, shot. That's got it. That's it.
Hey, we done it.
Fantastic. So there we are. England 1, Croatia 0 at full time.
Who predicted 1-0?
Mate.
Well played.
Hold on, Luke.
I predicted 1-1. Annoying.
Mate, I think you'll be.
What, you wait Croatia to score?
Prediction was wrong. Oh, damn it!
We didn't draw.
God damn, we only got 1 point instead of 3. Why?
That's the joke.
Yes.
Although you'd be delighted to hear someone. I don't think it's someone nearby has started setting off fireworks despite it being clear blue skies.
I see my
What is the point?
Well, it was a firework display by England.
Yeah.
Not quite, but no, I think 1-0 win. I think it was entirely justified, lads. So thoughts, Dennis, overall?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't like a world-beating performance or anything like that, but we got the job done. We stayed composed. I mean, Pickford impressed me with, you know, his management of the area. He certainly matured a bit as a goalkeeper since I last saw him. And again, I owe it to the hair that make him look like a schoolyard bully, but we'll go there. I don't think anyone particularly played badly. There were a few individual errors. Yeah, granted, but you're going to get that. But yeah, overall, solid. Now let's go and smash Scotland.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, I agree. I'd say solid performance. Really good first half. I was I was worried before going into the second half. I thought we'd missed our opportunity. I thought we was going to sort of burn out. But then great assist, you know, and great goal from Sterling. And then after that, it was it's still a good game, but fairly flat in places. But we just did enough to sort of win. And I think, some of the players did better than I expected. Obviously, Sterling, Trippier. I know he made a couple of little errors, but on the whole, I thought he played well today. I think it's good that we sort of finally won the first group game, really. Was it in history or for a long time?
For the Euros, anyway. First ever.
Yeah.
First ever, I'd say, yeah.
No, we'll take that, and hopefully that gives us a little bit of momentum and confidence for the next game.
100%, yeah. Perfect start. Luke, thoughts, mate?
Again, again, wasn't a well-beaten performance by any means, but it was a very work-like performance. You know, none of the players really did it put a foot wrong, apart from Walker, which I got a little bit heated about, obviously. It was a mistake. But, you know, again, like the weird choice like Trippier and Mings, you know, all played very, very well. I feel, you know, it's about the fact, we could have said, we want this person to play instead. You know, would that have person done any better? Probably not. Probably would have played probably about the same, if not maybe less potentially. But yeah, I think it was a good workmanlike performance from England. You know, not a great a lot of other chances, but you know, again, that was our toughest game won.
No, 100%. Yeah, totally agree. I think before I come to you, Wiz, I think overall on the balance of play and chances, we deserved it. And like you lads have said, I think the players we sort of questioned beforehand, as I said before, you got to wait till the game gets underway before you can judge the lineup. And you have to say Gareth Southgate got it spot on with his selections. I think Trippier was excellent. I thought Mings done really, really well. Was a contender for man of the match for me. Phillips obviously got the assist and done really well alongside Rice in midfield. And it could have been maybe 2-0 or something with obviously Foden hitting the post and then a couple of other chances. But no, on the balance of play, I think we deserved the 3 points without a doubt, and we kept Croatia to minimal chances really, and kept them at arm's length. So credit to our defence. We were worried about our defence beforehand, but I thought they all done very well. Thoughts, Wiz, overall?
Yeah, I think a deserved victory. I think I can only really think of one chance of note that Croatia created, and given their sort of creative abilities that we talked about before the game, I think that's an incredibly good effort. Given the scepticism, I think, across probably the whole of England with the selections of Trippier and Mings, that's even more amazing. I think Mings was really exceptional, as you noted. I thought Phillips was incredible. Sterling, very, very good, very bright, full of confidence, despite kind of tailing off with his domestic season a little bit towards the end. A really good performance. And again, surprising how much we dominated them, actually. I mean, I think probably the possession stats are fairly even in the end. But that was because after we got the goal, they really created nothing. We were happy to sit and let Modric take it from between the centre-backs. And in the end, quite a comfortable victory. And we did the running, we did the most of the creativity, hit the post early on. A completely deserved victory.
No, 100%. Yeah, and I think, it was probably our hardest group game. And, it's the perfect start. And, it's not like we. I think we would have settled for a shit house 1-0, but it was far from that, I'd say.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe it as a shit house 1-0. It just wasn't the overwhelmingly dominant, patriotic 3 lines performance that some people were somehow convinced that was going to happen.
But they're a good top side, Croatia. And we made them look fairly ordinary, which is a testament to how well we played today.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, good stuff. Well, a perfect start for England. Hopefully, we can keep up with the other group games against Scotland and Czech Republic. So, thanks, guys, for joining us. And thanks, everyone, for watching. Subscribe to Catch Football if you're new, and like this video if you enjoyed it. And finally, come on, England. See you next time.
Yeah.